Merry Wixmas, everyone! It is that time of year that Tama is finally released in English. And as a ghost of Christmas past, here is the first White Hope Tama that came out level 0 back in April 23rd, 2014. Also have next to her the little Lucky Yuki pin of Tama that just came out. Really love it. And here is the White Hope Wixoss English Edition. So while I go around this whole little box here, I did get a complete set. I think there's 6 in here. One is actually going overseas to another Tama fan that really wanted an English version, who lives in Japan. The rest, I'm not really sure entirely what I'm going to do with them. Maybe grade 1, maybe just keep them on display. I've been waiting 8 years for this to come out in English. Never thought that it would. You kind of see this comparison here, you know, Pop, who usually does Motan, doing the original art. We got the level 3 on the front with the Arkwin. Here's the back here showing the deck list. If you got the DXM starter or any of the original ones, there's not too much difference in this setup with the 2 panels showing off the kind of front runner cards. Taking it out, you see that they're inside these little plastic container here, as well as you have this how to play / playmat for new players to get started quickly. I still think maybe you'd be able to figure it out better looking at how to play video, but you know, this one shows Tama, so all the better. Got this little plastic sleeve around you kind of pull off. And here we go, the first time Tama has been printed in English. Been a long 8 years. I think the spoiling is really great. I like the silver going on. I wish that the rest of her levels were foil, kind of like DXM was, but you know, beggars and choosers and all that. I do really love this artwork. The ponytail that Diva Tama has, I think, is really cute. Not being called Welcome Back for no reason, you have Hanyo joining the team in her little delinquent outfit. Real good callback to Selector Infected Wixoss. You can kind of see what her outfit's focused on right there. And we have Midoriko and the Asparagus Girl. I probably won't be playing this Dream Team, but I really like the art for Go to the Top and Burning Curiosity featuring them, since I'm a huge fan of Infected Wixoss. So I might actually brew it at some point. I have all the extra pieces now. It is really cool that moving forwards, you know, since unlike the original game, you could only use 1 L-Rig, now you have 3. You can create these kind of like teams based on the series if you really want to. This foiling for Arkwin is actually really nice. I like it actually much more than the Shattered foiling, which I'm not a huge fan of. It's just very clean. And you got a bunch of, you know, your commons and uncommons, whatever. I don't care. I'm only here for the low rigs at this point in the Arkwin. Actually, you know what? This is pretty cool. I do like just being able to bounce something by tapping, but I don't think anyone's actually going to run it. And we have the first Tama Servant. I love this art. I'm a big fan of being able to use the old Larigs as your servants, so you get to see them every single game. You have whatever that card is. I think it's just like a worse good dig. And here, let's just compare the level 0s from 2014 and 2022. I think it came out in 2021 in Japan. And moving right on, I guess, we have the box toppers that are the sleeping promos that you get with boxes. I got 28 boxes here that I'm going to be opening. So yeah, this is what they look like. You open them up, and you get this really cute little card, and inside the card you get a surprise of a sleeping Larig. These are actually 1 per box if you buy from a brick and mortar store that pre-ordered before December 1st. We're not really sure how many of these are going to be in the wild or not, and there's 48 you can get. So even if you get 4 cases, you're not guaranteed all 48 of these sleeper promos. So not really sure what these are going to settle at. I think that the original Diva sleepers that we already got are probably going to be A little bit on the cheaper side since they already had a release in English. However, that release was so limited to the first, like, I don't know what it was, like 15, 20 stores that got them in, and a lot of people were just selling them online like, you know, those kind of people tend to do, that you know, those settled around like 100, 120, but sometimes you see people selling them for 80. I don't know if some of these unknown Lurigs are actually going to sell or just sit there as people think that they're worth more than they are, but there are a lot of old fans of, I mean, even Low Storage has some fans. I think maybe the Selector Stirred Lurigs aren't going to be very popular for now. Mel has actually got some good stuff coming out in next sets, and again, people did watch and like Low Storage and Conflated. I think Deuce and Machina will probably do pretty well secondary market, but you know, Aquino, it's like I don't know if people really want more options for, you know, there's so many nice Diva level zeros if you're an English player right now that are going to be a lot cheaper than these. So I think people are going to list them initially pretty high and they're just going to kind of sit there for a while. Of course, for people like me who are hunting certain girls, like, oh, Alpho here, I don't, again, no one's going to know who she is pretty much in the Western community outside of a couple people, so I think she's actually going to end up being pretty easy to get if you're really looking for her. Same with, like, you know, Donna, even though Donna ends up being played. I'm looking for Tama, clearly. I really need the Tama. Well, here's Remember. I was really happy to open this. Remember is a character I really liked in Peeping Analysis, or however you pronounce that. She's a great villain. But as you can already see, a lot of these are just, at least the ones maybe I'm just unlucky, are the Diva girls that already came out. I've gotten a couple doubles. Got some of the new ones. Well, this is Hanyo. I was pretty happy to get her. I really like that dress. Got the Umer, which is going to a special someone. And let's see. Oh look, another double. I will say at this point, I've been talking to, you know, I just came back from Midnight pre-release thing that happened, and I mean, they must have opened like 80 boxes, and I didn't see a single Tama box topper, so I think some of these might actually be short printed. I saw a couple Uliths. I actually didn't see this one, but like twice. Saw a bunch of Love It, a bunch of Aquino, a bunch of Tamago. Didn't see this one at all. It seems like some of these are definitely shorter printed than others. Like, I haven't seen a regular pre-luck yet. So yeah, I don't know if that's like however many stores got, like how they're distributed, if it was super random or not. I guess we're going to find out as they start getting sold and like more or less end up on the secondary market. I think this one's really cute. And moving right into the boxes, here's a look at them. I did say I had 28 boxes that I opened for this video. I'm not going to show all 28. That would be madness and take far too many hours of my time. I did record a bunch, and these are just going to be pretty much like, you know, the ones that I like, the things I think look cool. Here's our first Servant box topper. Each box does come with one of these. I guess I should explain before I start. Half these, you know, I start just opening up because I'm super excited. I can't even believe that I'm holding them pretty much. And as I keep opening up boxes and boxes and boxes to get this video out as soon as possible, I kind of stop. Playing with this set for the first time today, I think that card is going to be one that people see a lot of. Here we have the Memoria, another Memoria. That's some very interesting art. Definitely didn't censor this time around. We got Preluck with a Bang Bang for some reason. And our first SR, which is really pretty. Don't know if it's going to be used. It's pretty. Whatever. Into the pile it goes. I like that they're incorporating some story into the Get Remember and whatnot. Got our Ulith there, first Rig. We have a Parallel Assist of Midakori. And yeah, Cat Tatas. Yeah, that's a card right there. And yes, we do have Yuzuki for all of you Wincest fans out there. She has a full line this set. played against her tonight, and the enter burn is crazy good. I think it's really fun. Oh, here's a Memoria. They are signed, they take the place of a parallel rare, and their art is different from the non-parallel version. Here, look, once again with a gun. I guess she just had enough of Remember this go around. For those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, go ahead and read Peeping Analysis, which is about her and Remember. We got a Yuki Memoria. I really like that as a level 1. Another LaRue, and Lavender, which is an SR that I don't think will see any play, but it is really pretty art. The shatter foiling actually kind of works here because of the flower stuff. I think this Succublessed Evil is pretty interesting. This Crimson thing, that's interesting art. I think the foil is going to be nice. At this point of opening packs, I'm still like separating the rares from everything. I don't end up doing that later. I have everything so much. This is gorgeous art. I love this parallel foil. I'm not sure if it's going to be used or not, but it should be just based on the art. And we have My Little Pony. I think that's a hilarious card. I'm actually pretty glad I got some parallel foils, just because, I mean, it's literally a weird, creepy horse pony thing. We got an Urith here. And wouldn't you know, Urith with another Urith right here. Maybe it's Ulith. I don't know. But this is really pretty. I like the kind of rainbow textured thing more than the shatter foil. Two girls from Stirred, I think. I don't remember. Athena Blessed Angel, which is an old starter deck rare, I think. But it's kind of cool in full parallel. We got the new DJ Lovett Center. Urith's outfit, I think, is really cool. It's kind of like what she would wear to a goth prom or something. And we got our first, I think it's the LP, and it's code Purelic, and this like lightning shatter foil thing is super cool. Not shatter foil, but you know, just like lightning strike bolt things. I think it's a really cool card. It looks good across the table as well. And I think this box was trying to tell me something. It's trying to tell me, hey, go and play Purelic. It's my first box to open. I was like, well, I wish I got the Tama line, but hey, I'll take it. And here's an SR we're going to be seeing for some time. Cocelia, I don't know how to pronounce it. But yeah, look at those stats. So it's going to be used for a variety of reasons, and yeah, I think you should pick them up now. They're not going to get any less expensive. Really like the art on this piece. It's also kind of makes the Tama Dream Team into a No Limit-esque type thing. I think you're definitely going to see people trying to play this, and I think it's definitely going to win some games. And here we have another Memoria of Iona. Iona Yuki, I guess, is not quite the same as the Yuki is the white one. That's not spoiler alert for maybe the couple people that haven't seen the anime. Here's the new Bang. That art is really sick. It looks like some kind of band t-shirt. And a Remember Memoria is the kind of chase SR of the set. It's going to be used as a 4-of in anything running white for now until forever. It's completely ridiculous. You'll notice that every once in a while I'm going to stop on some parallels or shinies, and it's just because I think they look cool. And we're going on to some more boxes. You can see in the background here, it's the Lucky Custom mat that I got, actually this Tama picture commissioned from Lucky Yuki. Really love it. I think it's great. You should definitely hit them up, follow them on Patreon, commission them for Elarig art. They do the pins. They recently had the Tama pins that I bought like 8 of. I think they're awesome, and the mats are just amazing quality, like genuinely really, really good. Got a piece featuring Bang, green bigs. I don't know. No one plays green, right? Yeah, no one does green. It's fine. Seeing this giant fan, and we got a Tama foil servant. I'm really in a toss-up if I like this or the box art more. I probably would just end up going 2 for 2. After opening up so many of these boxes, I actually think that some of the parallel rares are more rare than some of maybe the LRPs or something. It's kind of nuts. Like, I opened up 28 boxes and there's a couple of the parallels I only opened up like 1 or 2 of, which seems crazy. This SR Osiris I got to use out today. I didn't even realize how versatile it is. I think it's pretty darn good, and will be seen in a lot of the mono whitelist moving forwards. It's also got really good art. We got this high kick from Midakori here. That's pretty cool. And I think this is actually the most expensive piece of the set in Japan. It's like sold out at like $20. Normally goes for like 30 or something, I think is what I read. But I think it's going to see a lot of play. We got a Hanyo. That's really pretty with the pink. And let's see, we have very good shiny array on Wings of Radiance. It's the LRP, RP, whatever. It's the non-signature one. The LR is what they're called if they're not signed. I think it's LRP if they're signed. Those little gold bits are gorgeous. Like the foils they went all out on. It makes you just want to crack packs have all of them. And I'm not gonna lie, I got very lucky with all the remembers that I got. Just speeding through some of the comments and uncommons at this point, but here's Shiva. I think this is a gorgeous foil. It's just the gold looks really good even with the shattered foiling. It's got a really nice pose. It's really pretty. I hope, you know, it finds a home just because it's a pretty card. Some white card draw. Don't know if it's going to be used, but also really like this art. Just, you know, it's cute. You saw it shift in the background there. It's because these are like multiple hours of going through different boxes and just finding ones I thought were cool. Here's another signed one. Again, this is a girl that I don't think a lot of people know about, but hey, they're gonna know about her now. And here is my coveted Tama box topper servant. I love this. So shiny, so foily, so reflective and silver. Definitely going to be running it. Just going to keep collecting as many as I can as well. And well, there's a parallel, whatever. Keeping you on your toes with that SR, and here's another parallel. Again, you know, the art's good. Like, I love the full art. You know, you get a completely different view of the art on them. I think that people don't value them as much as they should, just because, you know, you use them a lot in your decks depending on what they are. This is hilarious to me. It's her kind of just dressing up as Ulith, in the set that Ulith is in. Another piece, this time featuring, again, Tama and her team. Love this art of Tama just yelling out, and you got the vocal angel things flying out. The gold looks really good. I might try to get the LRP as well for that. And here's Pure Luck again with her gun. I don't know why they decided to do that, but, you know, there's definitely some jokes there. Had a friend open this as the SRP, and it's really pretty in that just the art really works well for it. Love this artist. Very funny guy if you're in a certain humor, but it's not a good card. So Let's see. Oh, and here we have the LR of Yuzuki. That burning fire foil in the back is really, really something else. I love it. Like, look at that. Like, tell me that isn't cool. I feel like they think through the textures and the foiling a lot more than people maybe even think about. Like, you look at them really close and you can kind of see that's supposed to be like flames and whatnot. When we look at the other LRs later, you can kind of see like, the Ray had like little stars. Uh, Prelux that you're going to see later has like little squares. It's thought out. It's nice. It's funny seeing Eldora here. I feel like she was pretty popular in Japan for a while. I think her deck was all about like life burst manipulation, and you basically ran her as like a 5-color thing. It was like a weird niche anti-meta thing. I could be completely wrong, but some people really liked her. The anime, she's in there for a good 5 minutes, but she has a lot of fans from it. And we got another Servant Tama, and I can't be any happier every time I open one. Of course, the crown jewel of the set, we have a mutant horse girl. Yeah, you gotta throw something in there for the furries too. Cloppers, eat your heart out, come play Wixoss. And for everyone else, there is MasterCard. I was actually getting pretty disappointed up until this point because I hadn't opened any Tama. This is the LR4. It is fucking gorgeous. The gold looks so good, just like the beams of light coming down. The texture on the bottom versus the top, it creates such a really unique foiling and shine. I love it so much. I could have a million of these. And right into another Tama. This is the Tama Memoria. Really cute. It's based on a spoiler for the anime spread, so don't look into it if you haven't watched it, and if you haven't watched it, you should. Played against this in a X shell today, and it was just absolutely brutal. Like, the life burst is brutal, the mill is brutal, the not being able to be targeted is brutal. It's an amazing card. Love this art. This is a great artist. The parallel rare is pretty. Probably just gonna hold on to this one. I mean, they're only gonna be worth like $2, whatever. But hey, it's something else to look at. Here's a Mew Memoria. You've actually been seeing this one in the not Memoria part, and that's what she's most known for. Is her yeah. Anyway, that's what most artists draw of her. She was like an insect control rig or something. I think she has a center coming out in like P11 or something in like a year, so people will start to know her. Here's your Prelux Servant. Very pretty. I think that people that like Prelux, like Tama, like Yuzuki, like this is the set for you. Just go ham. Here is Anne, another character from Spread that had quite a few Japanese fans, I feel like, because I remember seeing some prices, but I don't know if that was because of meta or because of the character. Again, green cards, maybe they'll find a home. I know people are trying. And we got the shiny cat, pretty brutal, the dead bodies and stuff in the back. The art's pretty bitchin' actually, but yeah. Another Memoria that is a spoiler if you haven't watched Destructed, which is the movie that you would watch after Infected and Spread that kind of ties the entire series together. Again, definitely recommend it. I don't think either of these are on any kind of streaming service. So either, honestly, I don't think Destructed is even on. You can't even buy the Blu-ray, like it's all fan translated. So I guess until they do that, just go and torrent it. I genuinely keep hoping that they'll release the Destructed movie on Blu-ray. I mean, this would be the perfect time, maybe even re-release the Infected Spread and Destructed as like a combined Blu-ray, but I mean, the fact that they even released this game in America is kind of nuts in the first place. So I guess enough people knew how to torrent back in the day that they got fans because it came out right around the whole Funimation weirdness with Crunchyroll and whatnot, and it was not really streamed for long. The dub is kind of terrible, and I kind of had to really search for it to become a fan. It's a shame because I think it could have been pretty big, or at least like memeable, if say it had come out in today's anime positive environment. Yeah, I got the Hanyo level 0 there. I love that delinquent outfit. And we got a Ulith level 1 LP. Again, these are gorgeous. The gold lines are just really cool. I'm so glad that they're doing that on a bunch of them. I think it's like just adds an extra little bit to it. Her outfit is like this gothic dress, prom dress maybe. I think it's pretty cool. Yeah, I put the video sideways here to show some people when I was pulling it, but hey, it looks cool like this too. A little trippy. I have seen some people actually using Get Remember instead of the Kino one, the Exceed Draw Bunch. I'm having a mind blank. I've been up for like 20 hours now. But there you can see the parallels versus the final. Onto another mat. This means it was a time to change it out. Just like I think I've changed mats every like 4 boxes or something like that. I don't actually remember, but this is one of the official mats, however. It almost just feels like I'm showing off how many remembers I got at this point. Pretty sure this girl also gets a center rig in like set 10 or 11. Here's a fun piece to always guard if you can discard. I don't actually think it's going to see play. It's kind of a meme. And here is what I really was hoping for. I mean, it's not the signed one or the UR, but I am happy as a clam opening this up. Got to check under the dress there first to make sure that it is canon, no pan. We got the shiny little musical notes on it. That gold just looks great. The foiling, the texture. I absolutely love this. I thought the foiling on the starter deck one was good. This just blows it out of the park. It's just something that, I play Wixoss, play a lot of other card games, and I come back to this and I see the foil. I'm like, what are other card games just doing wrong? They're just not even trying. Like, don't get me wrong, the shatter foiling and the rainbow foiling, it's not like anything super special. But look at this. Like, it's just everything is so clear and crystal. It's not even just the anime art itself. It's the fact that they, the colors they use, the kind of foiling they use, the techniques they use. I just think none of it's murky, none of it's dark, none of it's ugly. It's all very shiny and pretty. It's readable from across the table. It's just really gorgeous. Like, look at this. Look at this LR here. Got those little gold bits. The foil in the back kind of like spirals around her. So as it moves around, like if you kind of like look at that, it kind of just moves in a spiral. That is really cool. You don't see that kind of foiling in a lot of other games, and I don't understand why you don't. I think it'd just be a really cool little thing that other games could definitely incorporate. But hey, for now we have Wixoss, and you also have the shatter foiling, and I think that's just at this point to make you want to open up the SRP. Speaking of foils, here is the shiny level 0 versus not, and on to other boxes, and we have another pure luck. I swear this entire 2.5 cases is like, you should just go and play pre-luck. Look at that, there's your UR. Speaking of foiling and UR, look at how crazy this is. The waves, the colors, that signature, you can still read the card. Like, that's what's crazy, is that despite all that crazy texture, the crazy color, it's still incredibly legible. The art still pops like insane. It's so pretty. Like, I actually went out after I pulled this and just went ahead and got the UR Tama from somebody, rip wallet, but somebody else is going to love this pure luck because I'm probably not going to hold on to it. So, hey, hit me up if you're looking for one. But this is just crazy. This is crazy awesome looking. It makes me want all the URs. I mean, obviously, they're like one for every like 2 cases or something. but that is a crazy pull. The cases were like, you really want to play this girl, right? Yeah, go ahead and play her. I'm like, nah, no, I'm gonna go with Tama. And as if heeding my call, but for the wrong color, we got the Tama Memoria here. I did end up pulling a lot of this one as well, which I am perfectly happy with. Just going to kind of speed through some packs and sometimes pull cool things like this that I like, and other times maybe just parallels, kind of keep you on your toes. But you know, everything that I open is at least like going to be cool looking that I kept in here. But here's the difference between these two. I'm definitely going to play 2 of each. I love them both. It's hard for me to decide. Not even through the pack, and I see it as a level 2 here. Pretty happy. I mean, as many of them as I open, I'll be happy about. Again, I just think this is gorgeous. Love the pose, love the art, love the foiling. Chef's kiss is perfect. Oh yeah, this is another official mat in the back. You can definitely tell this is when I start going like, yeah, I'm just going to start cutting the packs open and opening up much quicker, more methodically, because I was just like, man, I'm so tired. But yeah, I love this playmat. It was a winner's one in Japan. It's one of my favorite arts of the Diva Tama for level 0. Fun fact, I sent the level 0 one into PSA and they could not find information on it because I don't know what they're doing over there, but apparently not looking online. And weirdly enough, here is a common parallel I think I got like 2 of in all of these boxes. This is what I talk about. Like, it's so weird sometimes when that happens. Here is Yuzuki, and she is the anagram for Wixoss or whatever. I think it ended up being erotic scent of lewd X cis. There's your spoiler for the anime. Just showing off another cool parallel art with, you know, the kick and the I don't know if they're called action lines coming out of the foot. It's nice. Like, there's thought put into each of these foils. I opened up another one of these. They don't know it yet, but I actually sent one of these over to the Tama fan in Japan. Pretty excited. I like giving people, like, you know, who don't have access, because every once in a while I would get things from some Twitter followers like from Japan that I would have no way of getting myself. So I like to return the favor. We got the parallel here of Lulu with her little whip. Again, this is a card that you're probably going to be seeing a lot. I didn't realize just quite how brutal it is, not being able to be targeted even by, you know, the opposing Larigs. I think this is an amazing card. So the fact that I think I pulled 2 of the parallels, but here is a money card. Here is, when I opened it, I was like, wait, what is this? This is, you know, the foiling is different. The foiling is so cool. Like, look at those gold lines. This is one of the SRPs that's new to this set. It is absolutely gorgeous. Like, the foiling is not in your face, but it's kind of like subdued. I love it. Unfortunately, while I was filming, I think my phone overheated and I lost some of that footage. But anyway, on to more, because when you got, you know, 28 boxes to go through, 5,000 cards, you just got to keep going on through. Here is Hayanyo, or however you pronounce her name, and, you know, she was kind of a B in the original series. Yeah, a little spoiler alert there. It is pretty funny to me how much of this set is kind of like a spoiler alert for people who haven't watched Infected, Spread, and Destructed, or even read some of the manga. Like, who's going to know what Who Remember is if you haven't read Peeping Analysis? But it is really also cool that so many people are going to, like, you know, this is going to be their first time with Yuzuki, is seeing this card, this gorgeous art, and they're not even going to know that, you know, she wants to lay down with her brother in the biblical sense. So you're going to have a completely different perspective on this character than somebody who came in from watching Spread or Infected. Anyway, once again, this is the LRP, not the LR. It has a signature. The only difference between the LRP and the LP is the signature, and each of these has a UR, which is like the Pre-Luck, where it's completely different art, plus a signature. I love all of them. I think they're really cool. I think if you're a fan of, the character or you're playing the deck, you're probably going to want to get multiple of the different versions because they're all so pretty. Open up another one of these. I mean, hey, I can't really complain. It's going to be a really popular character, so. I had been powering through these so much. I keep seeing this fan. I was like, what is going on here? Is that an Ellerig? Oh, and it's Bang. Just Bang sitting in the corner. That means pretty funny. I don't know what's going on. But here's a remember. Just another remember to remind you of the remembering of the set. Here is another, I think this is the SRP of Anne. You can kind of see the signature there. I think the signature is kind of hard to tell at first that it's an SRP. The art is obviously different, which is the #1 way, but it threw me off for a second. What is funny is I did buy a box of Welcome Back in Japanese, like, I don't know, like a year ago, whenever it came out, and I got the exact same SRP. Here's a Yuzuki that I opened off camera. I just wanted to show off. Look at that cool little like gold power ball thing and the like slices of fire going up. It's absolutely gorgeous. Forgot to mention, this and the prior playmat were fan-made ones that I got from Mercari. I think they were like Comic Head sold, maybe Booth. I'm not really sure. I just really like them. Every once in a while I'll go on to like Mercari Japan, just type in Tama playmat and see what pops up. This Sangha, really pretty. I don't know how useful it is. I know people meme about it online, so I'm assuming it's not really good. But it's pretty funny artwork with the legs stretched out, and like, I mean, again, look at the foiling. Like, look at those little like flower petals or something of gold. It's pretty no matter what. So, speaking of pretty no matter what, DJ love it. Look at that gold like coming off of the turntables. It's so cool. Like the little foil like texture of the musical notes in the back behind her coming out. The glitter on the ears. It's so well done. And I think this is when I completely forgot to click record opening up a bunch of packs, and I got these 2 Bang LRs. This art is super cool. The piano like scythe and like the blood splatter thing in the back, it's just like oozing flavor. The caution tape, it's really cool. I want to see the UR. I don't know what the UR looks like, or even what the LRP looks like. I'm excited to see whenever somebody at the locals opens it up. And here is the LRP for Pre-Luck, because my cases are just like, you want to play it. You got the LRP, you got the LR, you got the UR, go ahead and do it. Again, the only difference between this and the LR is the signature, but hey, those signatures are really cool. Just kind of showing off how unique the foils look from across the table. Like, they're clearly different cards, they clearly have different foiling techniques, and it's just such a cool, like, very unique to each Lyrig. Like, look at Thomas here, like, it just, each one, like, oozes its own feeling, and it's so different from other foils and different card games that I play right now, where every foil just feels so the same, or like in part of a line where the whole line feels the same. It's just, they all kind of bleed together. Just a complete breath of fresh air into the card game genre, whatever you want to call it. And here's my level 0 Tama with the rainbow foiling. I can't really knock it. I like rainbow foiling. I think it's pretty. It's not anything special, but again, it's clear. It's legible. It's not muddy. It's not dark. It's just very, shows off the cute art, which is what it wants to do. Had to take a moment and look at them side by side. Another little memoria. You can tell a lot of thought went into the signatures and how they're presented. If you know who the character's supposed to be, like, the signatures really feel like they suit them. Like, this is Sashi. She's going to be a really big center Lyrig in the future. She's part of the Stirred manga, I think it is. I could be misremembering. I read that so long ago. but you know, it's the signature's great. Look at this Earth. This is cool. I just saw this be opened at the LGS with the signature, and it's just, it fits it so well. You know, it's not a voice actor signature or anything. It's like the signature of the character in the game, and they put a lot of thought and effort into making it match the personality of the characters, and I just think it's extraordinary. Got a little parallel of this cowgirl. I don't think she's really useful. It's a really cool idea though, being able to reuse a assistable rig. Kind of hope they explore those options in the future. Here's a glimpse of the mass of oh man, just seeing that again. I feel like my trash has single-handedly destroyed the planet. Here's another parallel I only got 2 of in my 5,000 cards, which is again kind of crazy. And this is the other one, Yuki. I really wanted this parallel. I'm definitely gonna have to go after 2 more. I really like Iona. I mean, Iona, Ruko, and Tama are like my original OTP 3 kind of thing. So I was happy to see 2 at least, but it is kind of weird that, you know, you can open so many boxes and just not see parallels. Yeah, and this art's just really cute. Look at the hat. And here's the difference between the Memoria and the Memoria Parallel. Completely different art with a signature. Really cool little, like, there's just so much extra stuff in these boxes, just to flare out your deck, bling it out, and make it cool. Hadn't shown off this one yet. Has their shiny gun version, code Prelec K. Joke there, but you got the shiny foil in the back doing that spiral thing again. It's really pretty. And again, don't know why she has a gun, but remember, better watch out. This case was definitely meant for a different stand, to the point where part of the reason I'm using that fan-made playmat in the pack that I got is because Prelux's also on it, which I think is pretty funny. Yeah, I'll just put her over there on top of her head. And here's another one. This playmat is official, and here is another LR. We had to open up the LRP earlier with the signature. Very pretty. Got a level 2 Urith. I've opened quite a few of these as well. Very pretty art. I love the purple. It's just, it's gorgeous. Look at that that flare. Here's a definitely not official mat that could be official considering the secret promo Christmas that they just released. Some of my last boxes here, I'm kind of done at this point. I've just opened so many, I'm just like, whatever, I'm just gonna completely power through all of them. Took them all out, cut the tops off all of them, like just go through, pile through. Hadn't opened anything, and then out of nowhere I get this. This is the LRP for Remember, or SRP. I love it. I wasn't actually a fan of this until I saw it in person, because I was like, well, I kind of like the other art better, but like it just fits with the gold pieces, and like it's so pretty. I was like, I can't sell this. This is awesome looking. Like, look at all those little details. The signature is hilarious to me if you know the character. Immediately need to get 3 more. Just showing off here the differences between the two. Like, it's night and day. Like, I mean, I love them both, honestly, but the signed one is just so pretty. Anyway, my brain is completely fried from opening up all these packs, playing Wixoss throughout midnight, and you know, hey, if you liked the video, go ahead and subscribe, like for more, etc. Let me know what you liked about it. It's definitely a lot longer than I was expecting, but I wanted to show off all the stuff I've been waiting for years for. I'm just super excited to play with Tama for the next forever, as long as the game lasts. Merry WIXMASS, everyone.